The dark, dingy decor is bad enough, but there's a much bigger problem.
Everywhere is dirty. It shows a complete lack of regard for, you know, some of the basic expectations that should be met for guests. I mean, honestly, it makes me feel slightly queasy.
Everywhere I turn, there's an overwhelming sense of dirt and neglect.
I mean, look at this. Look at that. I mean, I don't even want to touch that door. That is just so depressing, and I don't say that lightly. This is just unacceptable. I mean, it's just...
Alan seems like a nice chap, so I can only pray he's cleaned up his act in the £80 a night family room where I'm staying.
Oh, happy days. There's not one thing that is vaguely appealing. You know, that it hasn't been vacuumed, every bit of furniture's stained, marked. It's really run down, this place. And I mean, I believe he's selling a double room for 80 quid a night. I mean, I wouldn't want to stay here for 80 quid a night. I'd probably rather sleep in a car. It's pretty fucking miserable.
I don't know what's worse, the appalling state of the rooms or the fact that Alan doesn't seem to have noticed.
I think the rooms are very acceptable.
Do me a fucking favour.
Nobody complains about the comfort of them.
When's the last time someone has gone with a cloth and wiped down there? The watermarks on there, when's the last time that that's been washed, wiped, cleaned? You know, I find it really offensive that he expects people to spend 80 quid a night to stay in this shithole. It's a long time since I have refused to stay somewhere, but actually I don't want to stay here. Do you spend a lot of time in the rooms, darling? Is it, or are you more bar-based?
I'm more bar-based.
I think the rooms, I mean, they seem to me like they really need some TLC. They're pretty sad. They're dirty. The rooms aren't properly cleaned. And I blame you for that, because you're the boss. I think it shows an immense lack of care. And I'm not going to stay tonight. I'm going to come back tomorrow. We're going to put best foot forward, and we're going to start tackling the problems as soon as tomorrow comes around.
Thank you.
All right, bye, darling.
As an owner, to have Alex walk out on me, not stay, I have to say I feel sick and disappointed in myself. I'm at the rock bottom of cleanliness. I've got to take that to 100%.
Can you please get on your... if you look under the bed. Can you see that?
Absolutely. Oh, God. Yep.
I mean, I don't know when the last time this is hoovered, darling, but not in living memory. So that's really not acceptable. I'm sure you will agree.
Absolutely, 100%. When I went with Alex to look at under the bed, I was sick to my stomach because that's not the way I want to run this hotel. I was ashamed of it.
Can I show you one more thing, please?
Yep.
You know, when is the last time that was all cleaned? So someone's bothered to wipe a cloth across there.
And they haven't done that.
But they haven't done that, and that's why I didn't stay. I just wasn't prepared to give myself some communicable disease by sitting on one of your loo seats. I mean, that is pretty damning. So
Yeah.
we've got to get on top of it, yeah?
Immediately.
Okay. I don't know what kind of accommodation you stay in, but would you find that acceptable in the kind of accommodation you stay in?
Unfortunately, not. I would not stay here.
I know.
And that's a hard thing to somebody to say when it's their own place.
No, I
But
do.
let's being honest.
It is a question of regime and routine, and that I can definitely impose. You know, I'm just glad that you're not saying, oh, well, it's not normally like this, or, you know, there's a million excuses that you could come up with, and I'm glad you're not using any of them.
That's it's very difficult to actually say you wouldn't want to stay in your own premises. I have let it slip, and it's very, very difficult to accept that.
I'm encouraged by Alan's honesty and his acceptance that things have to change. I can think of few more depressing things than the idea of spending my bridal night here. It looks pretty ramshackle and rackety. Step away from the bed. Oh my God. Do you suppose that there's a sign here saying do not have any vigorous sex? Or any sex at all?
And if any honeymooners actually survived their wedding night, what would cavorting couples make of the Crown's star bathroom?
OK, well, has it even been cleaned since the last person stayed here? Oh, God. I honestly feel as if I'm being persecuted by pubes. There are so many in that shower tray. Oh, it's disgusting. I mean, why would anyone leave a loo like that? It's just an insult. Oh. I honestly feel sick. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I mean, this is madness. How can Karen let a corridor look like this? I've never seen anything like it in my life. This is the worst place I've ever stayed as a hotel inspector. I mean, I know it's just a corridor, but it's symptomatic of all the problems that Karen has here. This is the sign of a disordered mind.
Horrified by the Crown's chaotic corridors and the distinct lack of a royal flush, Alex corners Karen in the breakfast room.
Well, you know, I've got to say something to you, which I hate saying straight off, because I know it's going to upset you. I'm shocked at how dirty everything is. You know I'm coming and you know what I'm here for.
Yes.
You know, we're sitting at a table that's really dirty.
Sally, who's my housekeeper, has been here now 22 years. She doesn't see things. Well, Sally's idea of cleanliness is not other people's.
It's very easy to say so-and-so isn't working hard enough or this, that and the other, but ultimately the responsibility is yours. To see what's wrong, to notice it and do something. Something definitely has to change, because I can't actually believe you've made a loss 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, how many years can you afford to make a loss?
I can't afford to keep making a loss. The thing is, I can't work any more hours than I'm actually doing.
Well, you're going to have to find an extra half hour to work every day, because you've worked this hard and it hasn't been enough to make a difference.
No.
So somehow you have to find something.
I bought in a machine that's used to measure the amount of bacteria that there is.
Right, OK.
The dirt detector is regularly used in the hotel industry to check how effective cleaning has been.
Anything over 1,000 is not really acceptable.
Right, OK.
OK, so it's just over 2,000. OK, can I do the bath?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you. It's just over 1,000. You worried about the rooms?
I am worried about the rooms, yes.
So far, so grubby. How will the guest rooms fare?
Oh, Jesus.
That is a bedside table, and that's almost 4,000. Are you a bit nervous?
I could see the dirt on it. Good God.
OK, this isn't good.
No, that is dirty.
That is dirty.
Next up, one of the Crown's thrones.
Oh, my God.
12,000. Now, that really is disgusting. That's not been cleaned in a long time, it would suggest.
The evidence is damning. Karen claims to be horrified, but she's not taking the problems as seriously as Alex would hope.
Yeah, right at this moment, I feel fine. And I found that machine that Alex had really quite interesting. With the bedroom cabinet, I mean, if you were going to sit and eat your food off that, then I would have to do something very drastic. But you don't go around spraying your best furniture with anti-bac, do you? Is it just take all the varnish off?
The frustrating thing about Karen is that she's not nearly as shocked by these results as she should be. But I tell you what, time and time again, people say that this place is filthy. And they're right.
And while Room 5's colour palette might turn on Superman, it's like kryptonite to the hotel inspector.
God, what the hell am I supposed to do with this? Apart from the very basic mistake, which any idiot knows, which is that you don't put red and blue together. I mean, this looks like some 9-year-old boy's bedroom. Look at the finish on everything. I mean, it's obvious that Andrew's done most of this work himself and that he didn't really know how to do it.
The building, from the rooms on the top floor down to here, have got my character in it. And my passion, and my hard work, and my blood, and my sweat, and everything else.
But there may be too much blood and sweat at the new Lingarth for Alex's liking.
Look at the state of these mattresses. I'll have to check my bed before I sleep tonight.
On a scale of 100%, I would say the hotel is about 80% clean.
Alex has seen enough. She decides to show Andrew exactly where he's falling short, starting with his performance in the bedroom.
Right, my bedroom last night.
Yes.
No mattress protector. How
Okay.
can you have a hotel with lots of different people sleeping on a bed? That is the point to a hotel. And then don't you know what happens in beds, for God's sake? Do I have to sleep on someone else's... I don't really want to have to go into it. No pillow protector. So every time someone has a case of greasy head or anything else, and it soaks into the pillow. You have to have something to absorb that up, darling. It's disgusting. And most of all, what on earth is this doing in my bathroom?
Those go into all the bathrooms.
Do you want to share it? It's
They're
finished.
washed.
The reviews we've had at First In, Last Out haven't always been the best, that's for sure. Grubby, dirty. Is this the worst hotel in the country? That one was quite cutting.
I must admit, the reviews we had are not particularly great reviews, but a lot of people has remembered us.
It's a long time since I was reassured that the bedding on a bed had been changed and was clean for me. Well, of course, the light doesn't work. And honestly, the state of these taps has got to be seen to be believed. There's hairs on my bed. This is quite the most grotesque thing I've ever seen. I mean, even the fake flowers look as if they're urine stained. For decorative purposes only. Someone bought that and put it here to decorate the room.
Each of the 7 bedrooms in the 400-year-old inn has been personally designed by owner John.
My goodness. I feel like I'm Alice in Wonderland and I've just drunk the little bottle and suddenly I've grown. I'm not tall and there's not much head clearance here. Do you think it's a room for hobbits?
All the rooms share 2 loos and 2 showers.
So this is one of the communal showers. Not a great start, is it? Look at that.
It's like growing. It's so mouldy. It's alive. That is filthy, filthy, filthy. Ugh.
You do get what you pay for. We're half the price of any other accommodation outlets in Winchester. So you've got to think, why is that so cheap?
The hotel inspector has seen enough.
I'm afraid this is my line in the sand. And, you know, over this line I will not cross. I'm not staying here. John, this place is really dirty. It's properly dirty. Now,
Yeah.
I understand this is cheap accommodation.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting a flat screen television. I don't even mind communal showers.
Sure.
But I expect communal showers that are immaculate if I'm going to have to share them with however many other bodies are staying in the building at any given time. I'm not saying that there's anything that has made me stop wanting to help or stop thinking about what to do.
Yep, yep.
But I have to say to you, I personally am just not willing to stay the night
Sure.
here.
Alex checks out, leaving the Philo with the distinction of being the first establishment she's ever refused to sleep in.
I never ever thought she wouldn't stay, in all honesty. You know, the room which we put to one side for her is, in all honesty, pretty reasonable to an average person.
We have put a lot of time and effort to preparing her room, and for her presence not being here this evening, it's disheartening.
Alex's scepticism proves justified the moment she sets foot in the breakfast room.
There's a real stench of food in here.
Unfortunately, where our core business is contractors, we've got some which have been working nights last night, and they come in at 6 o'clock in the morning and they seem to be having their tea.
I just can't understand why at 10:30 in the morning no one's thought to clear those plates.
Yep.
Assuming that someone wants to get up and have breakfast at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, okay.
They then come down.
Yeah, OK, you finish.
Thank you. They come down to the curry, the old curry dishes.
That's
in
correct.
front of them.
Yeah.
Steps.
Unfortunately, the cleaner puts this at the bottom of her list, at the end of her list, and it shouldn't be.
I
and
know,
I
but
try
this is
explaining
your
to
place. God, I'm already frustrated. I've been through the door 10 minutes and you've already started. I told the cleaner and she just won't do it.
The Philo's cleaners say that John has never given them a proper cleaning regime to follow. Alex is ready to prove a point with the appliance of science, a dirt detector that measures the effectiveness of housekeeping.
If John is ever going to make the Philo more than a doss house, he has got to make sure that he raises the standards. That simple. The industry rule is that anything over 1,000 is unacceptable.
OK,
1,731, I believe.
OK.
Yeah.
We failed.
And I want to force him to acknowledge that things should be done better.
But could the first in, last out be cleaner than Alex thinks?
Get in there, get in there. Sorry, all apologies accepted.
John's sense of triumph, however, is very short-lived.
Be confident, Barry, be confident. She's not right every time.
3,299.
But she's now and again.
Yeah.
OK. Well, I can't see where we're going with that.
Well, I'm
Testing a
just
bloody
saying,
sofa.
Well, I'm saying that the reason that one has leather is because one can clean it. OK, well, why don't we do one last thing, which I think you will agree, maybe. Let's try the sink in the bar, shall we? $74,000. I'm amazed.
Well, tell me, if fucking staff I've had sat around here paying them and they can't even be fucking asked to
but
do
you've
that.
got to tell them to do
I'll tell them,
things,
Alex.
and
I'll
you've
tell
got
them.
to show
I'll tell
them
them.
how
I'll
to
tell
do
them.
things.
How can I
This is
show
what-
someone to clean a sink?
Well, do you know how? That's why you can't
Yes.
show.
Why should I be showing them and telling them?
Well, because this is your place. That's your job.
It pisses me off, you know? I'm almost frustrated with myself. as I am with them, you know. But my time spending sort of keeping the company going, or, you know, the business going, and it's just pathetic when I have to keep coming back to crap like that.
He's got a lot of pressure on his plate. That's not an excuse. Of course, on my side, I am also responsible for the outrageous readings because I work behind the bar as well, as well as everybody else.
I'm bored of John casting all responsibility onto everyone else's shoulders. Ultimately, this is his establishment. He is the one who's responsible for it. Oh, look. Oh, well, this is going to be nice and easy to cook in, isn't it? I don't know how to help you if you don't at least start helping yourself, darling, because I can give you a new shower and I can give you a new look breakfast room and I can try and tempt people back here one way or the other. Mm-hmm. But, you know, doll, that is really just bonkers.
Further horrors await in the laundry room corridor.
Is this dirty or is this clean?
This is throwing away stuff.
For God's sake.
I know, tell me about it. Tell me where I can do it. That is the laundry room.
For God's sake, here. Who are you going to blame this on? What's the point of me giving you a nice room when you can't even fucking chuck out rubbish?
But it's going in the bin.
Get some bin bags now. I can dress the front of house however I like, but if the back of house remains in that kind of mess, what hope does the front have? What's supposed to happen with this stuff? Is it dirty or
It is to go in the washing machine. That is why it's next to the bloody washing machine.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, John. This isn't a washing pile.
Well, what is it then? What is it then?
This is like the Kilimanjaro of dirty laundry.
We're talking about a busy B&B, Alex.
Honestly, you can't leave it lying about the floor like this. It's just disgusting. Is this knackered? Is this good? You tell me.
Yeah, no, that's knackered. A bit like me.
There may be a mountain to climb, but Alex isn't ready to give up yet.
Right, so, obviously everything is in the state it's in, but I'm going to challenge you. You've got your nice new breakfast room. I want, for the next time I come back, for you to actually make an attempt to fill that breakfast room. Not just a few contractors, but some people you get off the street, some students, whatever you like, to see how you cope with a full house, to see if this idea is even viable. Looking around here, there's quite a bit to do for the kitchen to be in a fit state.
Oh, absolutely. I won't let you down. Don't worry. That'll be full. And this will be organised.
Darling, it's not you letting me down. It's just I so desperately don't want you to let yourself down.
I don't let myself down. I don't let... You're investing in me. Honest, I'll pay you back. Don't worry for me, Alex.
The B&B has 3 ensuite bedrooms and 8 that share communal bathrooms. There are 2 breakfast rooms, front and back, and a guest sitting room.
There you are.
Lovely.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh, woe is me. I mean, I cannot believe I have to stay here. This vaguely reminds me of boarding school when I was about 11. Except boarding school looked a bit cleaner. I just can't believe that places like this still exist anymore.
I would invite anybody to come into this house and go through this house and find it in any way dirty or what might be described as scruffy. Okay.
General cleanliness here leaves a lot to be desired. Look at the basin. It's all toothpaste marks and there's hairs in it. Everything is yucky.
It's a similar story in the shared bathrooms.
Look at the state of that loo. It's absolutely horrid. And the bath is filthy. Look here. Normally you only see so many hairs on someone's head. They say that avocado sweets are back in fashion, and this is why I don't believe them.
The other bedrooms also seem bound to leave an indelible mark on Alex.
That stain is not a thing of great beauty. It looks like something died here. But this is a lovely big room. Beautiful bay. And there's a fantastic view, which is, after all, why people come here.
Sorry to kept you waiting.
Not at all.
There you are, and your toast.
fab. I mean, it's a good breakfast. I am, however, really shocked about the state of the salt and peppers.
David's dirty condiments have let him down, and his housekeeping skills are first on the list of things Alex wants to tackle in her scheme to rejuvenate his B&B.
Hoovering everywhere is very lackadaisical. I mean, you know...
Somebody splashed tea
And
all over
there's
the carpet.
tea. Well, that was there yesterday. There's a big stain there.
That's unbelievable.
That's a pretty old stain, it looks like to me. In general, you're doing this all on your own, and it shows. I mean, you can't possibly be expected to do everything in depth in the time that you have during your day.
I mean, for instance, that stain, I just can't believe that. I just cannot understand that at all. That's extraordinary.
If you move any bed, it's clear that it's been a while since the beds have been moved out and it's been hoovered underneath. If I was coming here as a paying guest,
sure.
I would be
I'd be very upset
disappointed.
about the carpet. I'm absolutely amazed by that. And if I knew that was there, because nobody's been in this room for quite a time, actually.
Then, of course...
Well, I think I know how it's happened, but I won't go into that.
Well, it certainly isn't me, OK?
And the accusations get even dirtier in the communal bathroom.
Now, darling, I'm assuming you don't think that I've planted the kind of dust in here.
No.
And, you know...
No.
And I hope, again, you will agree that this is a loo that has had toilet cleaner squirted round it,
Yes.
which is very admirable. Yes. But basically, it's all a bit dusty and not quite as together as it could be.
All right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I mean, this is a room that I'd like to sort of completely strip out and redo, but it's quite a major job.
Please don't be defensive.
No,
Okay.
but-
Please, because you are asking a lot of yourself to do everything that you do in a place this size and to do it up to a standard that I think guests expect.
But I think that even if I had somebody in here, I mean, the care and attention of a cleaner, I suspect, is not likely to be as good as the attention that I pay to it.
But it looks as though David has left some of his elbow grease on the bedroom mirror.
It's interesting. Yes.
What's this, though, darling?
I
down
think,
here?
you know, I think
What's down there?
Cracky Moses, you know. I'll put my hand up to that one, okay? Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
yeah.
Come this way. Let's see if the loo's any better.
What?
Plenty of bleach, but
What?
still not correctly cleaned. You need elbow power. Shall I show you how I think a loo should be cleaned?
I can't wait.
Do you have some cleaning products?
I certainly do, yes.
Thank you. I mean, look at all that. Still, a woman's got to do what a woman's got to do. I would always start with one of these. Get the worst off. The loo in that bathroom was really completely unacceptable. There were so many nasty bits and bobs that David thinks that he can get rid of just by squirting. As you can see, the bleach has kind of solidified a bit, so it's good to get all the pipes cleaned out.
Yes.
Well, you can't. You need to scrub.
You do realise that scientists have said that the average toilet seat is cleaner from a microbiologist's point of view than the steering wheel on your motor car.
But I'm the only person using my steering wheel, darling, and I wash my hands.
Oh.
OK, well, that is considerably better, I hope you
Yes,
agree.
well...
Yes? One last flush for good luck.
OK.
Next, Alex wants to inspect the bedroom she spent the night in, home of the infamous tea-stained carpet.
Oh, look at this lovely new carpet.
I was very nervous about sort of what colour to choose. If they're too bright, of course, it shows every light mark. And I mean, we are in the countryside.
I think it's perfectly reasonable to say, please take your shoes off before going upstairs.
But I don't like making too many rules. You know, I don't want to start sort of telling people, get your shoes off, you know, because they'll say... But, sorry, yes?
You have loads of rules. I hope you still don't blame me for that tea stain.
No.
Good.
Always forgiven.
The new carpet gets a thumbs up.
Oh, my goodness.
Barbara currently uses the north room herself, but does let it to guests if they're desperate for a bed.
I know Barbara's sleeping here at the moment, but this is actually a rental room, and I can't understand why anyone would keep it in such disorder.
The Hollybush has 5 bedrooms, 3 with ensuite bathrooms.
This is clearly Barbara's latest work in progress, the new ensuite shower that she's building. You know, this is built for little people. Who is going to be able to get into here? I'm not the tallest person in the world, am I? Well, there's flies over there that apparently seem to have frozen to the windowsill. I haven't seen that before. It's impossible to imagine anyone sleeping in here, partly because there's no light, I've just noticed. So this room is to all intents and purposes completely useless. Well, this is obviously one of the nicer, more finished rooms, but it's not quite finished enough still, is it? You know, you've got all this cabling and and I suppose this plastic bag on the hook is instead of a dustbin. So it's really odd. She's gone a long way with this room, but instead of kind of finishing it, she's still buggering about in other bits of the building.
Downstairs, despite a layer of dust,
I mean, honestly, look at that.
the pub and restaurant area are more successful in charming the hotel inspector.
I quite like the whole mismatched thing that she has going on here. I like the piano, I like the guitar. I can imagine many an evening spent here on a couple of whiskies, enjoying myself.
But next to the bar, there's one room Alex doesn't find quite so appealing.
Well, this is obviously Barbara's private space. I just find it odd that it's not screened off from the public area. It looks very messy and it gives a very bad impression of the person running this place. This is filled up to the max and iced over. It's just disgusting. I think this is the worst loo I've ever seen, ever in my life. These loos can't be used, surely. Why aren't they just closed up if there's a problem here?